Welcome back everyone, my name is Wessel and today we are continuing our trip through Liechtenstein. Now today we will be going from the village of Silum to Planken, and one of the first things we find is out of the Kuhgrat, a viewpoint to the valley of the Rhine. Now over here you can see the village of Schaan. And yeah, due to the clouds you can't see more than the village of Schaan and a little bit of the region of Liechtenstein called the Unterland. And behind us, over there between the clouds, you can see a mountain massif. We are going to walk over that mountain massif, over the Kuhgrat and the Drei Schwestern, and then further down again to the village of Planken in that direction. So it's going to be a very heavy hike, but on the other hand the views are going to be amazing. So I hope you're going to enjoy. As we reach the middle point of Liechtenstein, I'm in a little bit of a pickle because yeah, this is the way I have to go, and these cows won't move. I also see no others whatsoever, so I assume all of them are bulls, which doesn't make the situation any better. And with the increased presence of wolves in the area, cows can react a little bit unpredictable at times. So I'm still figuring out what to do now, but this is basically the only way to the Kuhgrat. So I'm gonna think a little bit about what I am going to do here. So part of the way up to the Kuhgrat, my path follows the Liechtenstein, or the Prince's Route. Now this is I believe it's already quite an old hiking trail, which leads from Gavlei a little bit further back to the top of the Drei Schwestern, which is further in that direction. It's not that mountain that zooms up from the clouds there, but this path goes over the Kuhgrat, which means that from here I will follow it further. So I hope to see some very beautiful things along this path. We are already quite far along the Fürstensteig, and we came from that direction, but we are now atop the Gavleispitz, which is 1982 meters high. From here we have an amazing view of the valley of the Rhine. We are continuing to the Kuhgrat, which is over there, but as you can see it's quite cloudy, so I'm not entirely sure we are going to see much from the Kuhgrat. Down there we can see the Wildschloss or Silum. Yeah, we are also going there in the upcoming episodes. And of course there has to be a cloud passing by right now. Anyway, over there you can also see the village of Planken. We are going there today, and in the episodes after we will be going a little bit further that way to Schellenberg, Rugel, and then back to Vaduz. But for now, let's continue to the Kuhgrat. So I have arrived at the top of the Kuhgrat, and as you can see, it is very clouded here. So I'm happy I already recorded the view from a little bit lower, where we actually had a view over the surroundings. But yeah, this is also quite the experience. It gives this feeling of isolation, because nowhere can you see further than about 50 meters. Anyway, the Kuhgrat is 2123 meters high, which makes it not quite the highest mountain of Liechtenstein, and neither is it the highest point of my hike. But considering it is straight above the Dale of the Rhine, about 1700 meters down there, it is a very prominent mountain. And if we follow the path further that way, we will eventually come across the Three Sisters, the Drei Schwestern. But I have heard that the path to there is quite steep, and it's very misty over here, so I'm going to check that out, and if I find it, if I think it looks too dangerous, I'm just going back to Silum. And then I sadly haven't continued to Planken, but we'll see about that when we get there. So I've gone a little bit further after reaching the Kuhgrat, but it's very foggy here. It became very steep and very gravelly, so it's easy to slip here. So I've decided to go back to Silum. Also because, well, I'm Dutch. I don't have a lot of mountaineering experience, and I really don't want this hike to become dangerous. So, yeah, let's just go back. It's sad that we can't get to see the Drei Schwestern today, but I prefer to not slide off a mountainside, so I'm not taking the risk.
So that's it for today. Fortunately, the way back was particularly easier than the way up to the Kuhgrat. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you all next time.